Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Hear me out before you hit the dislike and leave a strongly worded comment. Yes, obviously TF2 needs an update, but a TF2 update alone will not remove the bots. This issue is not just a TF2 issue. This issue is happening on a lot of other multiplayer games, many of which are actually Valve games. Now TF2 has it the worst, as bots are actually trying to ruin the game, while in their other games they're just used to level up accounts for sell. So no developer, or well, not many want to touch TF2 with a 10-foot pole. Either A, because the code is a mess, or B, they don't want to upset the community. The TF2 team is under a lot of pressure from the TF community. A lot of updates either get memed or ridiculed to the point where they don't know what we want. And it doesn't help. The game is over 15 years old at this point. What we need Valve to do is update Steam and VAC, or also called Valve Anti-Cheat. Because if they don't update Steam and VAC, the bots and cheaters will never go away. Valve needs to be focusing on their anti-bot measures for Steam in general. It's so easy to make accounts on Steam and get their "Are you a human?" test. Get around their "Are you a human?" test. And apparently on certain days of the week, that "Are you a human?" test is apparently easier to get around, which is just mind-blowing. That it's so easy. And people are able to make thousands of accounts on just one email through these account-making sites. Steam needs to be doing a better job at combating bot accounts and stopping them before they even created. Here are just a few things that I would like Valve and the Steam team to do to help combat these bots. Take down account making websites, or constantly make it a hassle for them to operate. Both would be ideal, but one would do. Make it so only one account per IP can be created, and restrict VPNs from being used to create and log into accounts, making it so they would have to constantly have new IPs just to create one account every day. Implement a system where if accounts are reported, let's say 20 times in a day, make them verify they are human by multiple different ways, so it's not easy to bot. And then limit how many accounts can be online playing a game per IP. And maybe set that limit to the average household size. Yeah, some of these ideas can be harmful to legitimate users, but these are what I could think of to help defeat the bottom. If you have any ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments. Now, let's talk about VAC. VAC is honestly just trash. It is probably the worst anti-cheat on the market, and something needs to be done about it. Valve needs to modernize their anti-cheat and have it be more invasive. I would honestly allow Valve root access to my computer just for their anti-cheat to work. Plus, many games nowadays are using anti-cheats that have the highest privilege on your PC, that monitors everything you do while in their game. Hopefully. Also, from what I've heard, apparently VAC doesn't work on Linux or is limited when ran on Linux. I don't know if the statement is true, but if it is, Valve, why? You are the leader of getting games on Linux, but apparently you can't get your anti-cheat to work on Linux natively? That's kind of crazy. Things I would like to see from Valve and the VAC team: make VAC the best anti-cheat on the market, honestly. It needs it. VAC should be a root level anti-cheat that is always looking for cheats. Native Linux support. Use your legal power to take cheat sites offline and bot hosters offline. Valve in general needs to start going after account making websites, bot hosters, and cheat makers legally. Valve should be more strict when it comes to these kind of things. They need to use their lawyers and sue and get all these taken offline. Here is a fun fact. A cheat maker is less likely to make a cheat if the company that published and made the game will go after them legally. Doesn't mean cheats won't be made, but if Valve started using their legal powers against them, you'd see a lot less cheats on the market for TF2 and other Valve games. So all I ask of you, the viewer, the TF2 community, don't ask Valve to update TF2. Ask them to up their security across all of their games. Make VAC a great anti-cheat and get Steam updated combat bot accounts from being created. To start using their legal power against these cheat makers. And if you happen to have access to a cheat or know where to get them, send them to the VAC team's email. This will help them out a whole bunch, as there is still a lot of open source cheats that aren't detected. And if you happen to have ownership of a cheat and want to see cheating gone, I recommend sending the cheat file, the download link, and the login info for the cheat to them as well. And if you happen to be very good at cracking cheats or software, send those cracked cheats to Valve too. Every time a cheat is cracked, that's a step towards getting it detected and banning the players that use it. That is all I have for this video. I would like to thank you all for watching. If you have any ideas of your own, feel free to leave them in the comments to share. Who knows? Maybe Valve will see it? Never know. But let's get this bottom problem solved once and for all. Have a good day or night, whatever time it is for you. And peace.